Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and More, where we specialize in red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs. TNT Cakes, Creations, and More. Give us a call.
This episode of the Big Flex Strongcast is sponsored by G.A.M.G Muscle Gang brand. If you are looking for some help reaching your health and fitness goals with one-on-one training, group training, meal plans, nutritional advice, and more, visit GAMGfitness.com. Do you want to look great while working out with the dopest workout apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, joggers, skull caps, tank tops, and more? Visit www.GAMGfitness.com or email us at GAMGpodcast7@gmail.com. Don't forget to visit us on Instagram or Facebook under G.A.M.G Muscle Gang Fitness. Or give us a call at 313-378-7274. That's 313-378-7274.
Yo, guess who's back? Guess who's back for the 2025 episode 88. I am your distinguished motherfucking host, John Q, in this bitch, y'all. And look, welcome back to the G.A.M.G, the Big Flex Strongcast, y'all. Y'all already know how we do. We can get down on some crazy shit. Who else we got up in the building?
What up, fam? Welcome to 2025. I won't say Happy New Year. We're not there yet, but welcome to 2025.
There we go. All right.
Got LaToya Deshawn in this bitch.
What up, though, sis?
What up, bro?
Yeah,
oh
buddy.
I'm in a room full of hoodlums.
Hey, you know, he up in here and shit with his special water right now he's drinking, you know.
I got a little lime in here.
Yeah, that's what it is. You sure ain't
I got a little
no water from Lake Minnetonka or something?
One squeezed lime
okay.
and 4 glasses of water. That's all. We doing more water this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I'm doing right here.
He calling us hoodlums, but he in here drinking out of a mason jar with no lid.
That's what it got to be. You know what I'm
that
saying?
glass.
Listen,
kind of glass?
we all about
How
me
about
and
a straw?
Man, introduce yourself, man. What are you doing all this time, man? Who the hell is you, man?
My name is Don.
Okay, Don.
Just Don.
Just Don. I'm here.
Don.
Somebody got the who?
Maybe you. Is it me? No, it ain't me.
Everybody got headphones.
Yeah, everybody got headphones.
We need to fix that screech.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it might be those right there, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, drink your water.
But anyway, yeah, you know, hey, look. Say, we'll say new fiscal year. We can say that one, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, new fiscal year.
Is.
So, you know, that's exactly what it is. You know,
we got a few more months.
For the new fiscal year, water it is. You know, get a little lime, a little lemon, You know, preferably in some alkaline water and, some fruit in your life.
You know what?
Some vegetables in your life.
You just gave me a good idea, too, because it's a black man that actually brings me this water. Him and his wife have a company called Got Water. We're going to tap in.
Yeah, we need to. We definitely need to. We definitely need to, you know what I mean? To be a major staple and shit on the Big Flex, strong cast. So, as y'all know, this is where Gym Conversation meets podcasting, y'all. So, y'all already know what to do. Make sure y'all dap it up when we come into the gym. That means like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And give us a huge flex. You know what I'm saying? Flex that thing on out. While we go ahead and flex your mind on out and shit into some of these good conversation and topics and shit like we normally do. So, look, we haven't been since we didn't do it last week. So, how was y'all new fiscal year so far? Go ahead, sis.
So far, 2025 is shaping up to be a great year. It's definitely starting off much better than 2024 did. So I'm hopeful for that. Big things happened closing out 2024.
Absolutely.
My son got married.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yeah, that was...
Damn, that was fast. Right. He was just here like 2 months ago. Right?
Did he give you a warning, or he just...
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, he just hit us with it like,
said,
hey,
nah.
me
Yeah,
and
that
Maya
was a
went and
hit.
got married today. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
so I knew it was, when he proposed to her, it was originally going to be May of 2026. And then they got orders to go overseas to Italy.
Okay.
And so because of that, now he has to like hurry up and get her on his military benefits, his orders, get her medically cleared. So they had to speed things up some.
Yeah, okay.
So closed out the 2024 by gaining a daughter.
Yeah. Clap that shit up. Yeah.
So congratulations.
Hey, look, I don't need to be playing around shit.
No. And you know what? I've had a couple of people ask me like how I feel about the fact that it had to be rushed in. I mean, does it really matter if it's yesterday, 3 months from now, 1 year from now? If that's who he has chosen to be his forever, why not?
Clap it up to that. You know what I mean?
So, congratulations to the new married couple.
And you know what, though? I will say this. Like, I guess when you know, you know. So, a lot of times people always have this... this fantasy about what things are supposed to look like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're supposed to date somebody for just, this long period of time, or a lot of times that shit don't even work like that. Not for people that end up being together for a long time, forever.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
It's just when that shit is just right, it's just right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just right.
And I notice when there's a lot of people will make an effort.
Yeah.
Sometimes the less you know. And it's like, hey, listen, I'm going to actually take the opportunity to grow and learn with you.
Yep.
We can learn about each other. I had a homeboy who always used to talk about arranged marriages. And when you really look up some of the statistics behind them, those marriages last a little longer. Now, what's interesting about it was obviously here in the West, we kind of perceive that as you forcing, A, B, and C, and I may not like this person, but I think that, oftentimes after you've been with somebody for a while, sometimes you could be a little hesitant to really up the ante in terms of the relationship.
Yeah.
Because maybe you feel like I know too much about this person and they haven't shown me that they are willing to grow or make the effort to change where needed. And that can go both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, shout out to the, the newlyweds. And all that
congratulations.
Kind of
Congratulations. All right.
Yeah.
So what about you?
Hold on one sec, because Mom, okay. I do got a question for Mom. Hold on now. Was there anything that you would have liked to be different, just being honest, in terms of the news?
Yes.
There we go. Because you kind of alluded to that, but it was just like, okay. What would you have liked to have been different?
I think I would have preferred a telephone call to say, hey, Mom, Maya and I are headed to the courthouse to get married, opposed to a text message that says, hey, guys, Maya and I got married today.
Yeah.
So I think...
What would that have changed?
The shock value. So... Again, did I know it was coming?
Yes. That's a hell of a shot.
Did I expect to find out about it in hindsight and via text? No. After talking to him, the kids and I have very open communication.
Little fumble.
My daughter crashed out in the text messages. I had to call her don't crash out. Wait, let's talk to him. So I called him and I was like, hey, that's probably not the best way to deliver that news. And he was like, basically he understood the reason why he did it that way is because of the time difference. So when they finished, it was midnight for me when he sent the text. So he didn't want to call and wake me up. Mm-hmm. And then there was some time in the morning or the next day for Denasia, and it was a work day. So he was like, I didn't want to wait until a day later, so y'all didn't
Hold
feel
on,
like...
no, I'm still, and I'm sorry if I'm being a little pushy with this, but why was the daughter mad? Why was his sister mad? I'm not understanding.
So I won't speak too much on her triggers.
Gotcha.
But it's just been the two of them their entire lives. And I think either. No, we found out we found out via the same text message. So it was a nice little group text message.
He would have communicated this differently.
Yeah, I think a phone call would have been better.
Yeah.
That's some big news to get via text message.
Yeah, that is.
But I get it. He was trying to prevent one oops of, okay, we did it yesterday, but y'all not finding out until today.
Yeah.
So he was trying to prevent it one way, but then ended up kind of poking a bear.
Man, what if he was a little nervous or something? What if at some point he just felt like, if I don't do this now, I might not do it, so let me just do it.
That's definitely not the case. Okay. What it was he had a week off of work for the holiday, and his work schedule is kind of sketchy. So what it was he was like, well, I'm off, and we were doing it next month anyway, so we might as well go ahead and
just do it
and move forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Congrats, man. I don't know.
Congratulations.
I'm just... And forgive me if I was being a little...
No, you're fine.
Nosy,
We transparent out here.
I feel like... I don't know why I had this thought in my head, right? And this goes back to when I had my first child, and I never remember anybody being happy for me. Now I'm not, obviously that's your son. You know, you and your sister, y'all mad because y'all love him. But when I think back on it, no one was like, "Yo, congratulations!" You know what I'm saying? You got a kid. Everybody was like, You done fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And it was messed up, you know what I'm saying? When I really think back on this, and I feel like I felt that for a very, very long time, and it was just like, man, I never sat back, I never had a cigar, never kicked it with anybody. It was just like, what you gonna do now?
Yeah.
And man, that was kind of scary, and I know, again, how old is he?
21.
21, and he decided to, step on up. So kudos to you, young man. Congrats.
I'm very proud of him. I'm very happy for him.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love her.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I absolutely love her. They make an amazing couple. They've been dating for a couple of years now, and I trust the young man that I raised.
Yeah.
So I trust his decision. So not necessarily upset. Just I wish it was a phone call.
You should have told me first.
Yeah, no, just I wish it was a phone call instead of a text message. Yeah. We always tell each other news
to make
via
it a little
the
bit
group.
more personal.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, absolutely happy for them. I have, it's he's growing up really fast in the past 3 months, so it's all hitting me like, dang, like my baby.
It was just here.
My baby's growing up and not a baby anymore.
Right.
Just in October.
Yeah.
So him growing up and all of the things is hitting me quite hard as. His mom, it's a lot of adjustments, but I'm so proud of him and so happy. So.
Yeah, and again, congrats, brother. I can't say it enough.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yep.
I know that he was nervous to tell a lot of the family because there's that, well, you're so young, what's the rush, blah, 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 blah. But I've always been very supportive of whatever decisions they make for their life. Whether I agree or not, I don't tell them that I don't agree, or I don't let them know. Like, I just support them wholeheartedly. Yeah. And if it's not the right decision, like, they'll figure it out and learn it on their own.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, so I think he's always been comfortable with coming to me and telling me things and sharing news in his life.
Yeah.
That just wasn't the right way to share it.
Yeah.
Congrats, bro.
Yeah, congratulations again. So what about you, cuz? How's your new 2025 fiscal year been going for you so far?
It's been going pretty good.
Okay.
It's been going pretty good. You know I got here early today?
No. Hey, clap that shit. Hey, look. Hey, look, you might want to keep your hand on that damn thing for a minute. Yeah.
I sat down and reevaluated some things. And this new fiscal year, I decided that I would focus more on internal goals than external goals. And so I'm always like either right on time or 5-10 minutes late. I'm just being for real. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people realize when, it's never nothing on purpose. It's like I'm always trying to maximize, you know what I'm saying, my time with everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's, maybe I'm reading something. Like every moment I'm trying to, okay, bet what can I be doing? But no more rushing for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it feels good. I told Zach that the other day. I don't care if it's the smallest thing. It's important for us to create a certain energy with those that are around us by doing something as small as keeping your word, and not only to others but just to yourself.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're working on.
Yeah. All right.
So but it feels good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, shit, same here. I didn't do the new year, new me shit. You know what I mean? It's just things that I know that I have to work on and actually just do. So now I'm just about doing. And solution-based.
Execution, yes.
And executing. That's it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Grow, expand, and that's about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I'm not going to go ahead and set these crazy goals and shit. And nah, I ain't about to do all that. I've done that before. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, some of them I've completed before, and some of them I haven't. So I'm not even going to do that. I know what I need to do, and I know what need to be done. So
yeah, and I think that in terms of goal setting, again, in this lifetime, everybody have to figure out what works for them.
Yeah.
Some individuals, they need that, because that's the way that they light a fire under their ass. Mm-hmm. And other individuals may simply just need to walk towards the direction that they want to, or the path that they want to go, and just simply do it. Yeah. I hear some people start at the beginning of the year. Oh man, I'm gonna start getting to the. Okay, why don't you go today?
No, that's what I'm saying. So when I wake my ass up and I have something I want to do, I'm just doing it. That's
more do.
You know what I mean? That's it. That
be do have.
That's it.
Be do have. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So y'all, another thing is, we got us a nice win from our Detroit Lions team last night. So we did get our first victory of this new fiscal year with a nice ass kicking of the Bike Queens.
Indeed.
That's why I call them the Bike Queens. 31-9, y'all. That was a nice little ass whooping.
I know my neighbors downstairs was like, I wish she would go to bed. Because I don't think they watch football. Because I don't ever hear them celebrating.
No, they probably don't.
Man, I was running around the living room.
Hey, listen. it took me probably about another hour or so to take my ass to bed last night. You know what I'm saying? Because like my adrenaline and shit was just still up. You know what I'm saying? Hype. You know what I mean?
That was a hell of a. That was a tough first half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a don't get me wrong. You know, like Minnesota is they're a good
solid
team. They just not us. That's all. You know, and don't get me wrong. Like, you know, they played a good, like you said, a good first half. Mm-hmm. And after that,
when you really think about it, even though we were up first half, they, in some regard, in terms of how many times they got on the board, first half, we only got on the board twice. Our defense, you know what I'm saying, really held them down. You know,
that's what it was.
But that second half, I really enjoyed the adjustments that were made to say no. Now let's really go up, and that's something that I think, as a longtime Lions fan, we just haven't seen. Like, it's a beautiful thing to watch a team say, "No, we got some adjustments we need to make." You know, and the balls that the coach have. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a team go for it on fourth down as much as our team does. I don't think I've seen.
And the Vikings tried it last night and failed. They tried it because they failed.
And that's the thing. It's like, if you look at it
before, man, that's wild.
And the thing is, like, you know, you hear a lot of these national media talking about, say, the decisions on going for it on fourth down so much, right? And now you starting to see a lot of teams trying to do that shit, right?
Yes.
So it's like, you know, the Lions as an organization always been trying to play catch up. Now they setting the fucking trend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they setting the tone of the rest of the league. You know what I mean? So
it's a hell of a game.
You know.
What happened to Kansas City? How did they move like that?
They didn't play.
Well,
they didn't play their starters. And
they already had everything locked up. Yeah.
Wait.
So,
they threw their second string in.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how you tricked the other team into a false start?
Oh, that was hilarious. But that goes on. But you know what, though? That goes on. We always go for it on fourth down. So at any given moment, we can pull that on out our ass, and it's going to work because
you put high school,
and now we back to first down.
See, the thing is about the Lions is this: all these trick plays and going for it on fourth down is making the defense be honest. And what I mean by that is they have to be damn near perfect on whatever fucking defensive fucking play scheme that they run, and they damn near have to be, and they have to guess a lot because they got so much to draw for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know that shit if you gonna hand off the ball and the damn running back throw the ball to an offensive lineman or something, like, because they done did it. Like, you know what I mean?
Seriously,
so, that's what I'm saying. You don't know that shit if the quarterback mess around, throw it to a wide receiver, the wide receiver be across the fucking field and throw it back to the damn quarterback.
Bro, I seen them,
that didn't happen.
Listen,
so
they was clowning last night. Let me tell you something. I seen them run the same run play 3 plays in a row. Back to that Gibbs, that play where that Gibbs went. They did that. They came back running 2 more times. Like, bro, that's bullying, bro. I was like, wow, that's ballsy, bro.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I was like, oh, please don't injure Gibbs, because they were coming for him hard. Like, the defense was coming for him
Minnesota is a very defensive team. They're the number 3 defense in our division. They pretty tough, dude.
They did what they were supposed to do. But I think it was just that. Like, the minute they thought, oh, okay, it's going to be Gibbs because we keep going to Gibbs. Yeah. Boom, psych, is something else. But
that's what they do.
That's the strategy.
That's what they do. You have to guess right. You have to prepare properly, and you cannot fuck up.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Because our offense is that good enough to where when they clicking, ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You just better hope that you can take advantage of our defense having all these injuries. And if you can't do that, that's you hit.
And having Anzalone back yesterday.
Man, that motherfucker made a hell of a difference. Hey, look. He made a hell of a difference, man.
He made a hell of a difference.
And the thing is, they got everything right in front of them now. They getting their rest. They're going to get some rest. They probably, hopefully, get a couple of more people back.
I'm really curious to see how long they gonna stay with Branch. And the only reason why I say that is I really feel like Branch a good player, but I feel
Branch
like
ain't going nowhere.
Gotcha. Oh, really?
No, he's not going nowhere.
And the only reason why I say that, he plays with a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes...
But you know what? He's still young, so he...
Got you.
Yeah. It's something that he's going to have to work out of a little bit.
Play hard. I've seen Branch make, kind of mental mess ups in the game, but come right back and do something so big, and you like, ooh, we needed that. You know what I'm saying? When it really count. Yeah. So, but he plays with to me, he plays with a lot of emotion on our defense. You know what I'm saying? And he's really in there. You know, so
I mean, this whole year, man, just to soak this shit in real quick, man. You got to look at it like this: they have broken records
all across the board.
15-2. They went undefeated on the road.
That's unheard of without organization.
They went undefeated in our own division. Like, we supposed to have the hardest division in the league, in the league right now, and we went undefeated, 6-0. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna say to me they look like a team of destiny. You can't really pinpoint the reason why they still winning with all these injuries. You just gotta understand, like, it's something bigger than what the eyes can see. That's pulling everybody together.
The coach is part of the team. Yeah. You know what I mean? The coaches they put sideline like.
Yeah. Because Aaron Glenn yesterday, I don't know if y'all seen this shot. He does this all the time.
Yes, I did.
But they showed it, and it was kind of perfect. Like, all he actually needed was a cigar and some cognac to kick. Because he was just sitting back. Hey, look, he was just sitting back on the bench just like this with his headphones on. Like, during the game still. Like, oh, I'm chilling. Oh, we good.
Like he wasn't even at work.
Yeah,
that was dope.
So, I think that's when he getting his flow, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause
absolutely.
That's the one. It's good to see. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing for the fans to start seeing some stuff click. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely bringing...
It look good in the unis. Yeah. I got to get some gear.
It's definitely bringing...
I'm mad I don't have something already, man. I need to get some gear, like, quick, fast. I want something sweet.
Make up my own shit, so yeah.
Do you think it helped that he actually played football? The coach played football.
Fuck yeah,
absolutely.
You got to understand too. The coach played with Calvin Johnson when they went 0-16 here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this shit means a lot.
Yeah, it means. Yeah, it's
Dan Campbell was our tight end.
Yeah, it's personal for him.
Damn.
Y'all didn't know that? Yeah,
no, I knew that.
Bro,
Dan Campbell played for the Lions when they went 0-16.
Yeah. I want to
play with Calvin Johnson.
Pop my collar for a second because the 15-2 was my prediction. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sick of looking at all these. You know what? I'm gonna use the correct choice of words. I'm a little envious of all these FanDuel receipts I'm seeing because Cat's been making a killing.
Yes. I said that last night. Like, I should have gambled this year.
Betting with the Lions this year. Cat's been making a killing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm envious. That's the better word. I'm not sick. I'm a little envious that I didn't get my ass in on it. That's all it is.
Same.
Sports Illustrated predicted the Lions will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I've been predicting they was gonna win since last year. Like, real shit.
No, you have been saying that.
I've been saying it. So
you said it. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. When you said that, I was apprehensive only because this year, Goff, you can tell he did something in his off work. His coordination is a lot better this year. Yeah. Like last year, he would be stumbling. I saw this dude trip over his own. He had 2 left feet last year.
He feel protected this year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He stay in the pocket. He like, okay.
Bro, and I've seen him take some hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took a couple yesterday.
He took a couple yesterday.
But
he was delivering.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, but he was delivering.
So something he did, man, in this last offseason where he came back and was just
let's be real, man. He's playing at it. Right. Right.
You better go to Jordan.
Right. Real shit.
I think his confidence is much better because he does. Yeah. Part of it is that he has more protection. Like you got everybody stepping up and blocking. Gibbs was blocking last night.
Yeah, I mean, and then they about to get Montgomery back.
Yeah.
They about to get him back. They about to get a couple.
They've been a joy to watch this year for sure.
You know, they deserve to get this number one spot to get this rest. So y'all rest on up, heal on up, get some people back. Hey, we back at it. We don't play again until the following, not this Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. The following. Yep. So they get a week off. Yep. So we get a week off. Yep. All right. All right, y'all. Tea time with Toya. What we got to us?
It's real simple. It actually ties into something you said about like not just making a list full of goals and overwhelming yourself. We talk about it. Like, don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah. If you want to change something, change it today. Don't wait. But of course, everybody has this, new year, new me thing. Yeah. So, on that note, don't overwhelm yourself. Right. My tea time today is this. Don't overwhelm yourself with all of these grand ideas and goals that you want to accomplish in this year. Yeah. Because what happens is you make this list of, let's say, 5 things, and you try to attack all 5 things at the same time in the beginning of the year, and then you fall off because it's overwhelming, and you actually accomplish none of the things on the list. Yeah. Attack one thing at a time. Yeah. Say, this is the 5 things I want to work on this year, but attack one at a time. Yeah. So you don't feel overwhelmed, and it feels like a more attainable thing for you to actually accomplish. Yep. That's my tea time for today.
All right. Clap that shit up. That's another thing. Hey, look, and along with that is keep that shit to yourself too. You know what I mean? Don't tell nobody. You can write it down and all that and keep it to yourself at home, but don't go out telling everybody, because a lot of times the stuff, that's when you add that added pressure onto yourself, because now it's like, oh, I done told this person, now I have to do this, this, that, and other. And life happens, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes and shit, major things and stuff happen, you might have a death in the family, anything can offset what you're really trying to do, you know what I mean, sometimes. So yeah, like you said, just don't overwhelm yourself, you know what I mean? Be real with yourself and get it done at your own pace, you know what I mean? Set your own pace.
We need to practice moving in silence anyway. You telling everybody how you planning on moving, and now they put negative energy into the atmosphere against you. Yeah. Move in silence. Just pop out.
People will do that too. Yeah.
Just pop out.
Yeah. All right. Clap that shit up again. All right, sis. Don's motivational speak. What you got, man? I'm just gonna speak. I know, right, motivated.
I'll just simply say that there's 2 very distinctive differences between survival and success. And when you think about survival, it's rooted in materialism. All right. The reason why survival is rooted in materialism is because when you're in that survival mode, all right, you can compare it to being in fight or flight. And when we're in fight or flight, our senses are heightened, all right, because we got to make a quick decision. When we are in survival mode, everything that's in front of us, all right, we're paying more attention to it. That's why it's rooted in materialism, okay? When you're in success mode, that's rooted in spiritualism, because, and that just might be a made-up word, but anyway. It sounds good. The reason why that's important is because when you're in success mode, you are creating from the unknown. You are leaning on faith. You are leaning on, hey, I don't necessarily know if I'm going to get this done, but let me try it. You know what I'm saying? Not operating, all right, from this place of fear will really change a lot of people's mindset.
Absolutely.
All right. And again, when you think about this new 2025, Are you going to operate from a place of lack? Are you going to operate from a place of, being in survival mode? Or are you going to operate from a place of success? And here's the deal. Success can be scary to people, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you really think about it, there aren't too many times in our life where we haven't went through something that was really tough or traumatic. And once we out of that, we say, man, you know what? This is what I learned from that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, oftentimes, it may not feel good at the moment, but in the long run, man, you come about that thing and you say, hey, I'm still here, and I'm going to keep on moving.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah, operate from the frequency of success mode and start practicing on like, small things. Yeah. Keep your promises to yourself. I shared that at the beginning of the show because they did a study. When you do not keep your promises that you make to yourself, it weakens your confidence. All right. A lot of people will say, well, I have this dream or I have this vision and I want to do this, and then they'll start and shit start getting tough and then they stop. That will lower your own confidence.
Yeah.
So it's not somebody else that might have shut the door on you, or you feel like, because people quick to say, oh man, such and such hate, and they don't want, no. Keep your own promises that you make to you. Yeah. And that will build up your own self-esteem and boost up your confidence.
Yeah. Good shit, man. Oh, Flex, I went out to that one. All right, y'all. All right. I'm going to hit it with the heavy shit today already. You know what I'm saying? That's how we going to do that.
Start the year off right.
Yeah, start this, All right. So, look. Our first topic of the day is source versus resource. Well, let's go ahead and take over this one.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
This topic is personal for me. So let's first talk about source versus resource. So by definition, source refers to a person, place, or thing from which something originates. Originates being the key word for this topic. And then resource is something that helps you perform some function. Keyword in that one being help. Source originates, resource helps. So I've been doing a lot of mentoring and just like supporting mentally people that are around me. And then when I need to step back from doing that to take care of myself, then they start to feel some kind of way, or their progress is paused or stopped or depleted. And I had to think about like, okay, why is that? And what I realized is that it's so draining for me and ineffective for them because they're looking at me to be their source of light, motivation, strength. And then when I pull it away, they're in a dark space. You can't be somebody's source.
You can be a resource. Yeah.
But you can be their resource.
Absolutely.
Their source has to come from within. It has to come from the universe. It has to come from whatever their higher being is that they pull from. But even if their source is depleted because they're in a bad place, you still have to have that foundation within for somebody else to come in and be a resource.
Right.
So lesson in that for me was be able to identify when somebody is using you as a source versus resource. Set some healthy boundaries to say that, no, you're not going to use me as a source. You need to go get that for yourself. And then once you got it, I can be a resource.
Right. And
make sure you take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You got anything to add to that real quick?
I was just thinking, that's a very good point. To complement what you were saying, for those that don't know, source can never be depleted because it's infinite. That's one. Oftentimes, source never pulls away from us. We pull away from source. Mm-hmm. And that's very important to know, because when we're in those moments where we feel as though, source is not providing for us, that's when we really need to be accountable for some of the choices that we've made. Mm-hmm. And then when I think about being a resource to someone, I start thinking about boundaries. I don't know why that came to my mind, but I was talking to my sister earlier, and many of us feel as though we can not so much as help others, but sometimes we try to help fix them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we see something wrong with them. Mm-hmm. And when we go at it like that, that could drain all of us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All of our source and all of our energy. Mm-hmm. And so just moving forward, make sure that you're practicing boundaries, because there's no way that you could really fill your cup if you allow everybody else to take from it before you even able to put back in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that setting boundaries is one of the starting points to start to simplify your life and start to feel re-energized and refreshed. You can't take that moment for yourself if you're always entertaining everyone else. When you do that, you allow all the things that are going on around you to siphon your energy. Mm-hmm. And when your energy is going in 50 million different directions, you have none for yourself. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's all I want. But great point.
I mean, for me, I would just simplify it on a real, as a resource. How it's that saying of use me but don't abuse me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So use me as a resource, but don't abuse the fact that I am a resource mm-hmm. that you have at your spare. You know what I mean? So don't, take me for granted. And like you said, set up boundaries too. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times the stuff, like a person, that's totally into giving to other people, a lot of times will get abused. Mm-hmm. Because you do have like a lot of people that will take you for granted and abuse the fact that you are a major resource. Yeah. And then two, or source, like you said, or a source, or a major source, or in that case, as say a source to, being used, as far as for people or whatever as a source, then definitely, those boundaries you have to understand your boundaries so you don't mm-hmm. get depleted yourself. Like understanding, okay, what are people coming to me for? Like, you know what I mean? And, just for example, okay, I'm a personal trainer, right? I have a personal trainer. Say I have a whole experience. All right. Oh, shit. First caller of the G.A.M.G, the Big Flex Strong Cast 2025. Who we got on the line?
How you doing? This is D Long from West Side. Just a quick question.
All right.
What exactly, how do you know when to stop? Because as you know, if you're on the grind, trying to make things happen, you're feeding in here, you're doing this, how does one check to know, hey, I need to let go, set those boundaries? Because if you're in the zone, that's all you're thinking about. Great podcast, by the way.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. So you said, when do you know when to stop being a resource?
Correct. Because if you're doing it and you do it and don't even know that you are maybe doing harm to yourself or others, with a quality of measure to kind of gut check that.
I have a very, very easy way to think about that. There's a saying, know thyself. A lot of times we don't really tap into our emotions and pay attention to them. Our emotions are not a bad thing. They're actually a good thing. I always say on the show, emotions, they make great consultants, just terrible CEOs. But you really have to listen to how someone else is making you feel or how a situation is making you feel. You know at the point at which you're starting to feel like you're underappreciated. You know when you start to feel like somebody's taking you for granted. So in that moment, that's when you step back and you make the choice to say, hey, you know what? I'm not really liking how this is making me feel. I need to make some adjustments. The problem is we oftentimes want others to see us and we want them to value us so much that they make the choice without us having to even say something to them. And that right there is not realistic. Life doesn't work that way. The same way that you grinding and doing your thing and trying to help somebody, if somebody sees you as a source or somebody sees you, you know, and you're the person shoring them up, sometimes they don't know anything else. Yeah. And cutting them loose may really feel like a bad thing, or it may feel like, man, I don't really want to leave you like this. But believe it or not, you know, when just like having kids or anything else in life, you know, I can't sit and hold the bicycle all the time, because if I did, my child would never be able to know how to ride a bike on their own. Yeah. And so, you know, I would say, know thyself. Stay tuned in to how you feel, how situations and how people are, you know, what feeling you're getting, and tap into those. And then you make the adjustment first. And, you know, we don't have to be nasty about it, or we don't have to cut people off abruptly. We could just simply say, hey, listen, I've done this, and this is how I'm going to move forward, you know, from now on, because I can only blah, blah, blah. Or you don't even have to explain. You just let them know the boundary, but then you need to make sure that you take the actionable steps to solidify it. A lot of times we get to telling people, but still entertaining it, and now we getting stressed out about it. Mm-hmm. Once you state a boundary, it is our priority and our responsibility to make sure that we move forward with action.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the question, man. That was a great question, caller. Say D Long, huh? Okay. Is he still there? Oh, you might have hung up. Well, all right. Well, thanks a lot, man, for calling in. Call back again. All right. Appreciate it.
Good question.
All right.
Why you have to feel uncomfortable saying my man's name like that? That's a masculine shit.
Hey, D Long, man. You know,
D Long. Shout out to you, D Long.
Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, that was a good question, and that is absolutely how I know. Like, you can feel the difference between someone using you as a source and someone using you as a resource. Yeah. Like, it literally feels different. Yeah. And a lot of times we don't pay attention to those feelings. We don't pay attention to, oh, when I see this person's name on the phone, my anxiety kicks in.
Yeah, you'd be like, man, I ain't about to even. I don't even feel like it. Like, I have, like, damn near, like, man, am I in the mood to even fucking entertain this buffoonery? Because you already know it's gonna be some fuckery. You know what I mean?
No, we just gotta pay attention to that.
Yeah. Know thyself. We gotta tap into our emotions and tap into, like you said, that energy. There's nothing worse than when somebody calls you and you like, they about to, and this is what I've decided to do. I don't necessarily believe, you know, some people use the phrase, you know, oh, I'm brutally honest. We don't have to use that adjective on there and say brutal. Just be honest. Mm-hmm. Listen, I know you calling me to talk about this, but we have to talk about this from the standpoint of some resolution, or let's solve this, because outside of that, the way my energy is set up and the way my life's set up, I don't have a lot of time to spend on the phone with you discussing it from this standpoint. Mm-hmm. Listen, if somebody love you and they understand you, they're going to be like, man, I can respect that. But if that very person says, you know what, I can't fuck with you, or you think you better than this, or you judging me, peace be to you, my brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And hear me when I say that will actually free you up. Yeah. From because once they make that choice not to deal with you no more, thank you, my brother. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I still love you, but I appreciate you, sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. We got Lauren from Detroit City Deal. So make sure y'all check her out tomorrow night. You know, she's at her third episode, her 3rd year anniversary at 7 o'clock on Podcastic, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in. Also, we already got Carmen up in the building. All right. Say what's up, Carmen. We got Mark, big brother Mark that was up here last week and did our show. Yeah, we got Mark up in here. We got brother Ronald Young up in the building. What up, though? Bro from Birdwood. Got Laney up in here. We got Richard. Let me see who else. Oh, we got In the Mix podcast, Manuel Bland in the building. What up, y'all? Who else we got? Oh, everybody else. That's all us. Okay. All right. Talks with Ty. Yeah, What up, though, Ty? Yeah, y'all got to make sure y'all check him out too. He be dropping some major Jews all the time. You know what I'm saying? So check him out. How do y'all feel as far as like you know, as being say a resource, right? How do you feel like when you're a resource and not only is somebody taking you for granted, right? You know, we know all the stopgaps what we was talking about, you know what I mean? But how do you actually feel about, I'm not going to say continuing with a relationship with somebody that's in your family, if you a resource or not? Because family is family, right? Friends is friends. And, you know, your tribe is your tribe and all that. How do you actually really feel about that? Like, does it really bother you? You know what I mean? That when somebody is really taking you for granted, you know what I'm saying, as a resource, and you know they are, you know? How do you I just want to know how y'all really feel. You know what I mean?
It's such a loaded and layered question.
I know.
Right? Because I will say this. When you got kids... When you got kids.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Say source and resource. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And listen, and I'm gonna say this: I love
the entitlement is real, so you don't always get the appreciation.
I love my babies.
Yeah.
One likes to communicate. One don't. One like to communicate when she get really upset. The other one gonna communicate whether she, you know, whatever type of emotions she's experiencing.
Yeah.
But the one that doesn't, I told her at the end of 2024, I said, listen, Dad like to communicate like this. So, you know, if you want to have certain conversations with me, this is what we need to do.
Okay.
Now I got to put the boundary in effect. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't really like a lot of these young folk like to communicate via text and all this other shit. I don't like it. I tell people all the time, I'm not a texter. You know what I'm saying? And like you just said with yours, you know. So I knew what you was talking about. Yeah, call me. You need some shit, it's an emergency, or just call me. I don't like no text. You know what I'm saying? Coming from you. Mm-hmm. Now somebody else, that I probably can expect that because, you know, sometimes some things not easy. And when you start dealing with adults have a lot of pride. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so texting somebody to them is a lot easier because, you know, they don't really have to kind of step up and do certain things because they got a lot of pride. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say that outside of that, I do feel as though one of my purposes while I'm on this earth is to be a resource to any and everybody that cross paths with me. Yeah. But that's just how I feel about it personally. And when I was younger, I made certain choices and allowed myself to feel, you know, unappreciated in those things. But now I've learned that it's my responsibility to make sure that I set the standard and set the correct boundaries to not allow that from anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I have to know what I'm getting out of whatever relationship that I'm, you know, engaging in. And so outside of that, you know, maybe in the past it felt bad, but I would probably say, you know, when you're dealing with people that you love, it can get a little hairy, but that's when you really need to, you know, kind of, you know, take some inventory of what's going on within you. Yeah. And then, you know, you make the adjustments.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, real quick, sis?
That last sentence Don said is exactly right. In the past, I was terrible because I didn't recognize the difference. And I took sort of a pride in being everything to everybody and being able to help and being able to be a source and a resource. And it was draining and it was exhausting. And that was a very unhealthy version of me. And realizing in hindsight, I was doing that because I wasn't able to fix my own life.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty damn good at helping other people fix their life. But as I grew and I started working on myself and coming to a healthier side of me, my resources and my boundaries are equal opportunity.
Yeah.
In the past, somebody not appreciating me would have definitely hurt because I'm giving you everything I got.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you everything I have anymore.
Yeah.
I got to keep some of it for myself.
Yeah.
So now when the people don't appreciate it, my healthy boundaries say, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay. It's action consequence.
Yeah.
Like we can either grow together and move forward, or I can leave you stagnant and I can continue to move forward. But it's equal opportunity now. I don't care if you choose to remove yourself because I set healthy boundaries. That's probably healthy for me. It's probably good for me that you removed yourself, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only reason why I asked y'all that question is because, like you said, the source itself is infinite, right? And if the source wants to use you as a resource to benefit other people, that's what I'm getting at, far as like, okay, I'm here to help people get healthy, right? Mm-hmm. At some point in time, I have to realize, that's my purpose, right? Mm-hmm. So if that's my purpose and I'm great at doing what I do, at some point in time, somebody is going to take me for granted. So then I have to figure out, on how to deal with that in a proper way with family, friends, or clients, whatever, however, you know what I mean? Just in general. Because a lot of times that's what'll happen is you're in your purpose, you're being used by the source to be a resource for other people, but in the same time, somewhere down the line, you might end up coming across, say, issues with, say, ego or pride, like you said, or just, just people that's just like that, you know what I mean? So,
and I want to add to what you just said. And that's a great point. Here's a quick little hack to use for anybody out there that's saying, well, man, how do I start to make the distinction and how do I, move forward? Mm-hmm. In these relationships that you have, when we start talking about source and resource, use the merit system. Okay. And this is a beautiful thing. If somebody could come to, listen, when I was younger and I wanted to borrow my Uncle PJ car, he always would say yes. He'd put the keys in my hand and be like, here you go. Yeah, make sure you wash my car before you pull out. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Now, he's giving me the car.
Yeah.
But he was saying, wash my shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen.
Treat this motherfucker like it's your,
so one day I was listening to this guru, and I'm sorry, he was an ex-monk. That's what it was. And the monk said that when he stopped being a monk and all that kind of stuff, living in where they live, people still would recognize him and walk up to him. So he said that people would always come up to him and ask him for advice. Mm-hmm. And he said that he learned that he was giving away all his energy, but he said he took a different approach. He said, when people would come up to me and ask me for things, he said, I would always give them something to do as well and say, hey, you know what? There's this great such and such or book that you need to check out. Mm-hmm. Check it out and then give me a call. And if they didn't check it out and give them a call, their question didn't get answered.
Yeah, there you go.
But he gave them a task. Yeah. He said, listen, you need something from me. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to, you need to show me that, you know what I'm saying, this is even worth my time. That you're serious.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that you're serious about it.
Because, man, listen, for as long as I've been in this film business, people always try to call and pick my brain. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to officially say that 2025, I'm a switch things up in terms of allowing people to pick my brain a certain kind of way. Because for years, I freely, and this thing I know, I'm 6-7 scripts in, and this person fooling around, this person playing around, and I done did a whole rewrite for somebody, and they mad about the one part that they was gonna have their cousin play. We're not doing it no more.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not mad at anybody. I just know that I need to make sure that I make the necessary changes in order to know if somebody is really going to appreciate my time.
Yeah.
So, moving forward, because my time is valuable to me and I can't get it back, I just have to, if you need some of my time, we just have to deal with each other so that, it's kind of a fair exchange. That's all. And it's not a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing for both of us. Yeah. Because it shows mutual respect, and it shows that a person really appreciates what they're getting from you, as opposed to, oh man, you ain't gonna hook me up. No. I done hooked up all the hookups.
And it shows that they're
fair exchange, no robbery,
resource and not a source.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Hey, look, we came back with a bang and shit on this one. I love this topic. You know what I'm saying? Actually got into it a little bit deeper than what I thought. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed, this first episode of the 2025 series or whatever y'all want to call it. And we'll be back at it again, y'all. Say every Monday night, 9:00. Podcasting, Facebook, Instagram. What else we got? Oh, YouTube. The screw tube. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we be looking forward to this year. We're working towards that 100th episode, y'all. So we're gonna be throwing another little shindig or something, you know what I'm saying?
And to anybody out there that's listening to the show, tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Please,
We would definitely appreciate, you guys spreading the word. If you like, you know what I'm saying, some of the things that we discuss on the show, definitely tell a friend.
Definitely tell a friend. Get these subscribes up. Get these likes up. Get these shares up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do us a solid. And hey, look, on that note, y'all, we gonna see y'all next week. You got anything you want to add real quick, sis?
No, great show, guys.
All right. Great show, y'all. All right. Next week, y'all. Peace.